Hi, welcome to From the Shore, the vlog version of our Skaneateles Journal blog. My name is Christopher Malone, I'm a reporter, and this is...
I'm editor Jonathan Monfiletto, and if you've watched our video before, and I hope you have, you've noticed we've kind of changed seats a little bit. Didn't really plan it, but as we were setting up the camera, Chris kind of sat down in my seat, so I said, why not? So, happy Friday, and welcome to our vlog.
Well, hope everybody's having a great weekend ahead. It's Easter weekend.
Easter weekend, that's right. Lots of chocolate and family, and what do you have going on for Easter?
Easter, we normally go to we have a family, well, it's not a family tradition, but Credit Park in Syracuse has a sunrise mass. It's an outdoor 6 a.m. rise and shine mass that's held by Father Jim Matthews of St. Lucy's Church in Syracuse, and it's been going on for 32 years. This is the 32nd year, and it's beautiful. Cool. It's great to see the sunrise as Mass is taking place, and it's a great overwhelming feeling.
Yeah, I went to a sunrise service one time actually, and it is cool. And I don't normally like getting up that early in the morning, but it is kind of a neat sight to see. So
coming from the military man who was...
Yeah, well, that's, in that case, I get up early because people are yelling at you to get up early. Otherwise, I just like to sleep in.
Yeah.
But actually, later today, in fact, in about a half hour, I'm heading to Skaneateles, the ecumenical. See if I can get this right. The Ecumenical Clergy Association in Skaneateles, there we go, was putting on its annual kind of a Good Friday Stations of the Cross procession, and I'd never been to it, but I heard it's kind of a pretty big thing. They start at St. Mary's Church and kind of go around the village to different locations, kind of telling the story of Jesus' death. So it should be pretty neat to check out.
These are students?
I guess it is students, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's led by the clergy, but it sounds like the students take part. And
great.
The Clergy Association does some really neat things. They, of course, do the ecumenical service at Thanksgiving time. They support the food pantry, of course. Whole other kinds of events. It's kind of neat to see, as much as you hear, even in our own country and around the world, different faiths kind of clashing and warring with each other in some cases. It's kind of neat to see different. Although it is still Christianity, seeing different kind of denominations come together and support one cause. So it's kind of cool. And speaking of causes, I didn't even plan that. That was a good segue. On the front page of this week's paper, we have Jordan Dudden, a Skaneateles native, now living in Syracuse. Just launched, well, not just, back in end of January, I guess, launched JoJo rings, which are kind of neat. They are rings made out of keys. I don't know if you had a chance to check them out. They're down here in S58.
Yep.
But I had a chance to talk to her, and not only she's making these unique rings, she's selling them for charity. This month, April, they are working with Syracuse Habitat for Humanity. They just, in March, just finished up a campaign with the Food Bank of Central New York. And before that, for February, the first full month was Vera House. So a neat thing to kind of bring that, as she kind of put it, you have that handmade in Central New York kind of aspect to it, but at the same time, you're helping some local causes, which is kind of neat.
Yeah. It's really great. I mean, they're really unique rings. When I first saw them, I thought the concept was definitely something I haven't heard of before. So it's a great idea, and I hope they do really well. As far as I got a chance to talk to Dustin Zarni of the Ozark County Board of Elections. He is doing a tour of various high schools, speaking to seniors specifically, about voting. Getting out there, expressing the importance of voting, representing yourself, and getting to know not only national leaders, but the political figures around you, states and local level, because they affect you the most.
Oh yeah, no, that story is online at Skaneatelesjournal.com. I had a chance to look at it yesterday. And he kind of makes the point that, I think he kind of made the example of if you're coming out of college and you have all this debt, well, it's the people in power that kind of set the regulations of how you pay that back, how much you pay, that sort of thing. So it's something I try to stress when I cover government boards, at least the local boards that we cover, is that, these people in power are playing with your money, so to speak. Your tax dollars are at work, so get out there and vote, especially if you're young. Because I think one thing he brought up was that this is a lacking group.
18 to 25 is the lowest voting age group in the country, and the more and more these students, I keep saying students.
Well, they're students.
Yeah,
They're
college students.
Yeah.
But the more and more they fail or lack to show interest, they're going to be ignored, because they're going to say, oh, no one's going to vote for us in this age group. They haven't for so many years. Why should we pay attention to them? And it's a scary thought, but it could happen.
Now, I know last week we talked about bringing the video outside. It's warming up out there, but it's still a little damp. But I know you were just out there, not just out there, but on your way to work. So talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, on the way to work, the fog over Skaneateles Lake was just immaculate. I'm a big environmental fan. I love Thoreau and Emerson, and I'm just curious on how they would have perceived that and written about it. But it was just so beautiful. I stopped, took some time, took a few pictures, and I'm going to put a gallery up of the 3 pictures that I took today. Because my camera decided to say, your storage is full.
Maybe you should write about it. They're not here to write about it anymore.
I know, I'll write about it.
Is that going to be a From the Shore blog? Should we?
There will be a From the Shore blog.
You heard it here first. What you got going on next week?
I'm going to see a couple gentlemen who are in their 90s, and they're having a birthday at the Hilltop on Tuesday. I don't want to get into too much because it kind of alludes into my column for Wednesday. It touches upon also Charlie Major. We talk about Charlie Major all the time.
Charlie Major, I know we kind of talked about him last week as he went to the school fire, the presentation on the fire that destroyed the school. And I've met Charlie a few times. I've talked to him a couple times, and I think he's one of those people that if they ever made like a Skaneateles Hall of Fame, he'd be the first inductee. Because they have the Charlie Major Nature Trail, of course.
Yeah.
He was former town supervisor, a current town justice, deputy town historian, and just an all-around good guy. So
I touch it. He's great. I touch upon storytelling and listening to. Everybody around you, but especially our elders, because they have that art of actually verbal, oral lore of telling stories and entertaining and teaching us where we, our age group, our generation came from. And I think there's a little bit of I definitely have a great amount of respect for that type of thing.
Sure. The scary thing is that for those 18 and 25-year-olds just talked about, we are their elders.
Yeah, we are their elders.
That's kind of scary to think about.
Yeah, I'm 32, so technically.
I'm 26, and I won't tell you when, but I do have a birthday coming up. So
maybe I'll tell you.
Big 27. Feel old. And with that note, I think we'll call it quits for the not call it quits for the day. We'll end the video. We'll still got plenty of work to do. Of course.
The old man needs to take a nap.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Not really. He has to go.
I do have to go. Yeah, I gotta go cover that event, and then maybe a nap. We'll see.
Yeah.
Always thought it'd be fun just to kind of curl up under my desk or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But on that note, we wish you all, of course, a happy Easter, happy Passover for our Jewish friends.
Yes.
And we wish you a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.
Bye.